We're back here in Chattanooga, game 3 of day 1 of a 6-week series. Inter-squad scrimmages in the Hawks Showcase, first ever Hawks Showcase. Excited to have you with us here live via Huddle. Gabriel Schray here with Tony Williams to start this third game. Two great teams battling it out. Showdown wearing the white jerseys. They're kind of on the left side of your screen. 514 Elite wearing the navy with the city skylines at the bottom of the jerseys. They're kind of on the right, and Showdown wins the opening tip.
Yeah, the Hawks Gauntlet has lived up to his name so far. This have been a couple of battles. Guys really out here just playing hard. Nobody's taking any plays off, playing real defense. Some real great competition so far.
It's like October 4th. We're playing some great basketball. Here we go. Speaking of which, house call, baby. What a play.
Kamai Samuels, another steal. He was stealing the ball a lot early last game, and he's back active hands again to start this one.
Samuels, a sophomore guard from Canada, Quebec to be specific, played for the Canadian national team. He's already got an offer to Arizona State.
He sure does. He's going to get a lot more. No, Coach Cook was giving him high praise last game, and that's not unwarranted.
Seen some great big men tonight. They've really been the stars. Here's one from the corner for 3. A lot of contact as this one's off the mark. 5-1-4 with great pace. Kiki back outside around the arc. Lee from long range drains this one.
Boyan Lee from Beijing. That's what he does best. Shoot the basketball.
He's got a great shooting ability, great at stretching the floor. And he's from Beijing, China. That's a long way to travel. He's got a bright career ahead of him.
He absolutely does.
Moving around. There's the spin move. This one off the glass. Nothing doing.
Chris worked really hard there to get to the basket. He's got to finish that.
And he caught my eye in game 1 right off the bat. The way he plays inside. The way he possesses the ball and moves with it. There's just something different about it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's, you know, the bigs obviously stand out, but, man, these guards that Coach Cook has brought into this program this year, they all have really, really high motor. There's the #1 example right there. Kiki to Kovachich, no break, all gas, all game long.
Kovachich got that. It's 7-0, just 2 minutes off the clock. Here's Lee. Lee distributes this back to Kiki. He's running the floor, defended heavily by Munyika. Able to beat out the defense. Close side. Lee wants 3. This one kisses off the back of the iron. Remains 7-0. Long feed. Munyika. This one swatted at. Comes back down into the hands of 514. On the move is Kamai, and the whistle sounds.
Showed him had a little break in between, and they're coming out a little bit flat. They've had some opportunities, missed some shots, but they're going to get it together. You know, Coach Antoine over there, a great college career, played overseas for quite a few years. He knows what it's like. He's going to get his guys right. I'm impressed by these guys, 5-1-4 so far. They are.
Oh, great pass down inside. Great opportunity, just couldn't capitalize. What a job facilitating right there offensively.
Absolutely.
And another great pass, this time too much contact.
Yeah, 5-1-4 just got done playing a whole game, and they're out here just sprinting up and down the floor. Very impressed by their energy so far.
These guys are playing 110%. Here's a good pass down the floor. Lots of room to work with, and Kiki finishes this off as he touches it in off the backboard. Munyika. Trying to maintain possession and swat it away. Big steal. Here comes 5-1-4 and the putback. Hooking up, Kiki leaves that one off for Kamai, who drops it home and makes it 11-0 with 6:19 left in the first quarter. A timeout taken here.
That was quick. It's a quick 11. Coach Maxwell's got to call a timeout over there, get his guys together. They're gonna do all right. They got a lot of talent over there, so they're gonna be all right. They're gonna be able to put something together here. But that's a smart timeout, down 11.
So many great names on these rosters, guys to watch for both right now and the future. Obviously, we've been watching TJ Richards all night. He's got a tryout for the Canadian national team this weekend. And if he performs anything this weekend like he's performed tonight, he'll be making that team, no question.
You're 100% right. He's definitely got the ability. Just a matter of putting it all together at the right time, and he's firing all cylinders right now.
Coach Cook said he's the player he expects to have the biggest arc, the most improvement this season during our first broadcast tonight. So I wrote that down, and I'm going to bring it up all the time now.
You're right. He's very talented, but like a lot of guys, just a little bit raw when he got here a couple months ago, and just competing every day against the best of the best. A lot of that talent has been refined and is going to continue to be refined, and he's going to have a great year.
Last trip up the floor, Munyika scored, got the lid off the basket now potentially for Shodem. They get the board, trying to get to work offensively. Long pass, Yusuf. We talked to him at the end of our last game. Habeeb Yusuf going to work near the mid-block. Long peed, far side. 3-ball comes up short. Regathered again by Bosah Onwuta down low, and he can't finish it off. It remains 11-2.
Yeah, Bosah's really tough under the basket with the ball. Super physical. And he's got to be able to finish those. He's got to be able to collect his body and finish those. But, like I say, he's just in 10th grade. He's grown a lot, and he's going to continue to. He's got the size. Now he's just got to put it all together.
I can't believe how much he's grown. If you had told me he was a senior, I'd be like, that makes sense. He's, getting older. So what is he, 16 years old? You can guess.
Hold on.
You don't have to know.
Let's see.
You can guess.
He might be 14. No, I'm just playing.
Stop. That's not funny.
I think he's 15. Upset. I think he's 15.
I am 12. You ever see that meme of the kid playing in the Pee Wee football games? Says I am 12 in crayon. Holy cow. 14. So he's 16?
No, I think he's 15.
15 is almost as bad as 14.
16.
I say bad.
He is 16.
I say bad, but that's not bad. I mean, it's just even 16. That's a big guy.
He'll be 16. Okay, he'll be 17 December 5th. Okay.
That is an athletic young man. He's a big dude. To the offensive end, there he is. Wandered off the glass, and he goes down hard. Is he all right? Looks like he is.
He's all right. He's going to have to knock these shots down, compose himself.
Bosah Onwuta, sophomore forward, native of Onitsha, Nigeria. Had to think about that. I remembered how to pronounce that from last year.
Onitsha, yep.
Oh. First one's off the mark. We've had some of the worst announcers curse in recent memory tonight.
Yeah,
everyone we talk about.
He's going to get this one.
You did that. That was your fault.
Oh, man. So I got to learn.
Here comes Samuels, far side, 5-1-4 to Lee. Lee pulling out the moves. He's got a bag of tricks. Wants the long ball. This one just short. Boarded by Yusuf. Handed off to Munyika. Munyika beyond the arc, drives down to the low post, ladles this up, put back, drops in off the hand of Yusuf, and that cuts the lead to 5. 5-1-4.
He can jump out the gym. Went up and just grabbed that, put it back.
Kamai wants to extend that 5-point lead back to 7. 2:10 left in the first quarter. Kamai Samuels distributes this far side. 3-ball comes up short. Swatted at and gathered now.
Excited here in a couple minutes in between periods. We're going to talk to one of our girls, one of our ladies, basketball player, volleyball player extraordinaire, Olivia Moore. We're going to have a word with her here in just a few minutes. Excited about that, so stay tuned for that. Another timeout.
1:50 left to go in this first period. 13-6. 7 points separating these two.
Good for them to try to get TJ involved here. Yusuf wasn't too happy about that travel call there, but he took too many.
Couple of steps, it's going to happen. This is Kamai Samuels working along the arc. Drives, kicked out, long range, it's Kiki. Comes off the corner of the iron, and the putback goes wide as well as the whistle sounds. 70 seconds left in this first period.
Coach Cook is over here coaching.
Framwell's in trouble.
Told him Framwell's got to get involved in this
We need
game.
a Coach Cook cam. We just need to put a camera on him. All the things he's doing.
Could go viral.
It could.
We would go viral.
That's an option. I mean, we really could just record the whole game of what he's doing. We'd have to move the camera around, though, because he keeps moving around. 30 seconds left in this first quarter, 14-6. Show them roping their way up the floor, in trouble in the backcourt. Drives up, long ball for Johnson, rattles around, putback goes wide over the top, trying to regather, still loose, comes out of the low block with it. Pass up top on the arc, and looks like he may have, I'm not sure what happened, 3-second violation? 5-1-4, 5 seconds left. Close side, Samuels, and he pulls it up as the clock sounds. Great job getting that shot off just in time. So one quarter is in the books, and after one quarter play, it's 14-6. A hotly contested one and a fun one here in our final game of night one of our 6-night series of the Hawks Gauntlet. Lots of fun. Olivia Moore is with us here now in the booth. Excited to have her joining us. Olivia plays for the women's program here at Hamilton Heights Christian Academy. Olivia, what do you think of tonight?
I think all of the boys are doing very well and moving the ball a lot.
Evie, tell me about what you're expecting this season for your program.
I hope, since we're getting a lot of new players from like over the country, I feel like we'll all come together and work really well. Like, we've already been practicing a lot, and it's been going really good already.
Cool. And have you lived here in the area your whole life, or did you move here to play?
I've lived here my whole life.
You love Chattanooga?
Yeah, it's cool.
Chattown, USA. Evie, what's your next? When do you guys play again?
Our first game is the Jamboree, and it's November 9th.
Okay, that's a ways out. You got some time still.
Yeah.
Do you feel ready?
I feel like we still have pieces to put together, but we have a new girl coming on Saturday, which is really good.
Cool. I'm excited. I can't wait.
Me too.
It's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Second quarter getting started right now. Evie's going to stay here with me for this second quarter. This is it. This is the start of the broadcasting career. We got Victor coming in on the broadcast. 15 seconds gone in the second quarter, 14-8. Okay, so you've been watching sports TV your whole life, but you've probably never done this, right?
No.
Okay, so do you know what to do, or do you think you know what to do? Or?
No.
Okay, so all you do is all talk the whole time they've got the ball, right? And they'll take a shot, and then I'll be quiet, and I'll look at you like this.
Okay.
And then you say why they did it, or what they did well, or what they need to do better.
Okay.
That's it. It's really easy.
Okay.
That's why players do that, and random guys like me do this.
Okay.
Because I don't know, but you know.
Yeah.
Knocks down the first. 5 points separating these two. 30 seconds gone in the second quarter. Ooh. Delay of game.
So Evie's not a traditional volleyball player. She's a basketball player. She joined our girls volleyball team this year and was absolutely exceptional. I think you should talk to her a little bit about just her game and how she feels about herself as a basketball player and how she felt leading the volleyball team this year.
So now you're a multi-sport athlete?
Yes, sir.
Was this your first time playing volleyball?
It wasn't my first year, but it was like my first official year, basically, if that makes sense. Like getting a lot of playing time, basically, and not coming out the game.
That's wild. I remember you played really well last year during the tournament over at Eastridge High School.
Yes.
90 seconds gone in this second quarter. Shodem ropes it close side. Johnson doesn't like the look. Goes back across far side now. Looking down low and ladled home by Yusuf. Great play, great passing right there.
I feel like Habeeb did a really great job finishing at the rim with an easy lay.
Cut that out, put it on YouTube. We've got a feature analyst on our hands. That's great. That's exactly it. 2 minutes gone in the second quarter. 5-1-4 Elite, way in the backcourt. It's Kiki working with the orange. Yo-yoing about right in front of the scorer's table. Victor over there, looking on. Kovachich drives with it. Quick outlet pass from long range. This one wide left. Gathered up by Shodem. Wesley Johnson. He wants a three of his own, and he'll get it. Beautiful ball.
I feel like Weasley definitely did a good job transitioning and shooting his three. That was really good.
The drive in trouble. Down in the paint and the foul. Coach Cook is out there. He's coaching. I feel like Coach Cook was having so much fun just watching, and he can't help but coach. I love it. I love it. That one's off the mark. 3 minutes gone in the second, and now the whistle. Right in front of the 5-1-4 bench. This will go back to them.
I feel like they also did a great job coming back. It's tied now because at first it was like 0-7. So I feel like they've done a great job coming back.
Yeah, 1 point, 11-0, and quite the run they've gone on. A 14-3 run for Shodem. We'll see if they can keep it going. 6.5 left in this first half of play as Johnson puts us back underway. Went over to Tucker. Tucker hands it back off. Nearly halfway through the second quarter. Thanks to Evie for coming on. Fun having you on.
Yeah, I think she had enough. She finally finally subbed herself out. I didn't know if she was going to say something one last time, but she decided just to sub herself out.
Oh, great pass. Great turnover, great pass. Kamai Samuels creates the play. Ladle it back overhead to Kovachich, and he drops it in. It's 16-14, 2 points separating these two. From the line, this one comes up short. 5 minutes left in this first half. The drive and a lot of contact. A.J. Tucker. Maybe he was good.
Oh, good defense there. They actually called a travel on TJ driving to the paint. Turnover. Blue gets the ball.
Pull up from long range. A little too much juice on that. This is Tucker. Tucker working from the mid post, and the whistle as he tries to work his way inside.
You got the foul on that one. Working inside, protecting the ball. You got fouled.
Compared to the first two games tonight, this is a defensive struggle, a defensive war. I mean, not nearly as much scoring as those first two.
Yeah, and you can probably hear Coach Cook over here getting more involved. This is the type of game that he likes. Down and dirty, very situational. You may hear him over here yelling periodically if it stays like this, stays a defensive game, you might hear him over here yelling out some
frequently,
yeah,
instead of periodically.
Some strategic advice based on the situation.
You know, we could take that crowd mic down there and just put it right in front of him.
That's a big, important part of the game is being able to adapt and recognize situations, you know, and being able to adapt whenever you're not able to just run the floor every time. When everybody's playing good defense, you got to be able to adjust. And so these are just another good learning experience for these guys.
Usually that's my tell as an announcer, you know, no matter what sport, I always pay really close attention to what the team who's losing comes out of the halftime break with. What do they do with what I call whiteboard time? What adjustments did they make? What are they trying differently, and how well is it working? This is going to work well as he jams it home, getting airborne. My goodness. Kiki to Kovachich putting together a highlight reel tonight. That one's going on Instagram. That's it right there. Showdown coming to the offensive end in a three-point game, 19-16, as the foul is signaled for by the close side official. So to you, Coach, you know, as the AD, as a guy who's around sports all day, every day, and you're in that locker room and you see how it plays out when you come out back onto the hardwood, how important do you think those halftime breaks are? Do you think adjustments can make all the difference, or do you think in-game adjustments are more important?
No, I mean, being able to adjust in game is definitely crucial. I feel like you know, that's where coaching has an impact in the game. You know, really, coaches don't have much impact during the game. You know, when it comes to just getting things done most of the time. You know, they're leading practice and getting the guys prepared. When it comes game time, that's the guys' time to shine. But you know, those in-game situations and adjustments that have to be made, that's has a lot to do with coaching and a lot to do with, you know, just awareness, and it makes a huge difference in games, especially tight, close games. You know, unfortunately last year we lost, you know, a few games because our guys just ran into situations that they hadn't seen before, and you know, in the end of the game, it comes down to 2 points, and if you're on the wrong side of that, it's really tough. So that's something that I see Coach Cook really focusing on the guys, you know, practicing, running through those situations, putting them in situations like this where they're having to learn and be aware. That way there's as few surprises as possible whenever the season comes. You know, you get that time at halftime to make the big adjustments, but the in-game adjustments, that's all, you know, it's all just senses. It's muscle memory, seeing things, knowing what to do. A lot of doing comes from seeing and learning previously.
75 seconds left in this first half. Showdown has kind of fallen behind again a little bit. An 8-2 run in the last 5 minutes for 5-1-4, as Showdown will turn it back over to 5-1-4. Here we go from long range. It's Samuels. This one's off the mark. Regathered down low and dropped home off the glass. Beautiful bucket scored right there. I think that's Manasua.
That was Munyika. Dominic Munyika just got here last week. Him and Bosah actually were friends back home in Nigeria. And when Bosah found out that Dominic was going to be able to come join him in America, he was extremely excited. It's fun to see them. A couple possessions ago, Bosah was trying to post up under the basket, and they were down there fighting. There they go again. It's good to see those guys battling.
Bosah Onwuta loses the ball, gathered up by his buddy. Ubike gets the turnover for 5-1-4. This is Kamai. Kamai defended by Wisley, far side. Mubike ladles this up, it rattles around and comes out. Yusuf fires one as time expires. It goes wide left. 24-16 the score at the end of 2 quarters of play. 514 has built themselves a nice 8-point lead through 2 total quarters. We're going to take a break here for the halftime. A great first 2 quarters of play. We've really appreciated you being with us and having fun. It's been great to be on board. We'll take a quick break. Be back with more action in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. Back here in Chattanooga, Tennessee at Hamilton Heights Christian Academy. The Hawks, it's the first annual Hawks Gauntlet and day 1 of a 6-week series. These guys are all fired up, having fun. Kovachich wants the very long 3, and he got it. Oh my goodness, from Market Street downtown, he hits that.
And he gets right back on defense.
Yusuf looking for the jam. Shodem keeps it alive. Wesley Johnson flips this back up top. All the way out, it's Christopheur Munyika down low, swatted out. He loses it. Kovachich coming over to talk to Coach Cook alongside Coach Williams and I here. Well, I'm a big fan of the showcase. I think I mentioned it during the first broadcast, and I texted you last night. But I'm going to say this every broadcast. This is such a brilliant move. I mean, this is a great way to showcase these guys and get them going 100% and putting gas on the fire. And I'm a big fan.
There's so many reasons why we wanted to do it. Getting exposure for the guys. They deserve it. They work hard. They come, like I said, we've got just a handful of guys from the United States. Most of these guys are international. Like, they've come a long way from home to come do this. They deserve to get as much exposure and much court time as possible. The other part of it is, having for the first time in years, having our own home gym to be able to do something like this. This building, this gym has been a blessing. And, there's still a lot of work we've got to do. We're refurbishing the locker rooms. We've got construction going on in the classrooms and things like that, getting ready to actually physically move the school over here to this new facility. But, getting this gym playable was a priority because, this is what Hamilton Heights is really all about, is helping kids from all over the world live out their dreams and have an opportunity. And, so once this gym was halfway usable, as it is now.
Habeeb Yusuf, what a jam. 7:17 left in the third. It's 27-22.
Once we had this gym usable, it was a no-brainer that we had to do something to get in here. Unfortunately, we had a spot where, like I said, construction and things like that, can't have fans. I'm sure people would love to come and watch this in person, but having this live stream is the best way we could see to get it out to the world and get these kids the playing time and the exposure that they deserve. So hopefully, like I say, 6 weeks. We're off next week. We've got fall break, so we're going to be off next week, but then come back and finish up five Wednesdays in a row. And who knows? Maybe we'll be able to have some in-person attendance towards the end of it. That's what the hope is. But for now, we're on the live stream, and this is working out great. Even all the bugs and the kinks were working out. This is really fun to be a part of, man.
Great delivery out to the arc. The 3 ball is automatic for Samuels. The sophomore guard from Canada buries that. Richards hands it off to Munyika. Showdown working out. Way far away here beyond the arc, and a long pass to Wesley Johnson. Johnson heavily defended, looking inside, down near the low post. Wants the mid-range J. This is off the mark and regathered by 5-1-4. They lead by 8. To the corner, he's going to go ahead and pull up on this, and it pops back out. Rattled around, I thought that would go. Showdown to the offensive end of the floor. Nice little handoff in traffic to Bosah Onwuta. He delivers that for the bucket and cuts it to 6 points.
Great vision by Chris there, running the floor, finding his teammate. You know, that's something that Coach Cook preaches these guys that, you know, and you'll see it when they're running the floor. It's Kamai Samuels with another long 3. He's feeling himself right now. But, you know, that's what Coach Cook preaches these guys. You know, be unselfish, give the ball up, and then you get it right back. Perfect example, Chris being able to take it himself and score right there. Everybody's going to have an opportunity to be at the table and eat.
Trying for the layup here, and the foul on Yusuf. These rosters are so deep. You know, every kid that's here would be a starter and a star in their hometown on a prep basketball team, a regular prep basketball team. Talking about the guys that are able to stand out and shine. I mean, it's unbelievable to watch guys like Lee shooting out the lights. And Kamai Samuels, who's just fouled by Bosah Onwuta. Those two specifically are just so magnificent, and they stand out so much in a game like this. How special do you have to be?
Well, and that's why they're here. You know, we know that it's not doing somebody justice to have them come all the way from wherever they're from. There's Kamai again. He is turned on right now. He is. But yeah, I mean, having somebody come that is not going to have the opportunity to, you know, get better and compete is kind of doing them an injustice. Like, and Coach Cook spoke to that earlier. When we recruited guys this past year, his focus was making sure we bring in guys that, you know, have a skill that can help us win games, but that also that we can help them develop other skills around that, and everybody have opportunity to be great.
Great decision by Kamai right there to go ahead, swat that out of the hands of Munyika. He was going to be able to get a free bucket and prevents him from doing so. 3:01 left in the third period, 36-28. 5-1-4 on top out front of Showdown. It's our final game, game 3 of day 1 of the Hawks Gauntlet. And it's been all action, all fire, a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, Coach Cook is going to have a hard job dwindling down his national team to top, you know, 13, 14 guys to travel across the country and play on that national team. After seeing how these guys are competing tonight, he's going to have a tough job.
Goodness, Munyika drains the long ball. Coach Cook gets up. Coach Cook is keeping the scorebook. He gets up, gives him some sage advice, and he drains the 3.
That's why he gets paid. That's why he gets paid the big bucks.
I love it. This one skeeters out of play. 2:25 left in the period.
He about fell out of the chair when I said that.
He's having fun tonight. He's really into it. I like getting to see him not have to coach. Like, it's interesting to see him, you know what I mean, fill a different role and just hang out.
But he can't control himself. He can't just be a fan.
No, he's trying to do like 6 jobs right now. That's why we need the Coach Cook cam, because you can see him trying to do like 5 things. He's texting people. From the corner, this is 5-1-4, rattles around, won't go. Boarded easily by Bosah Onwuta. 3 points separating these two now. Quite the run by Showdown. They're climbing back into it. The drive, ladled backside by Munyika, and Bosah, it escapes his grasp.
Look at the Coach Cook reaction cam. Got a timeout.
Catch the ball, baby. Great seal.
Timeout on the floor, just a couple minutes left here in this third quarter in what has really been a defensive battle, much more so than our first few games of today. And is that just because of the personnel on the floor?
Well, I think when it comes to knocking down jump shots and things like that, when you get tired, your legs get tired and things like that. It's not so easy to make those shots. So I think some of the guys maybe struggling a little bit offensively. So the defense has to step up and be a greater factor. Like I said, it's just another one of those learning experiences. How do you perform and adapt when you get tired, when it's the fourth quarter? Yes, I think this is a great opportunity for these guys to be put in the pressure cooker.
36-33, 3 points differential. Prep basketball coming to you live via Huddle. Gabriel Schray here with Tony Williams. 11:24 left in our third game of day one of the Hawks Gauntlet. We appreciate you tuning in. Be sure to follow us. Find us on Twitter. You can get a hold of Coach Cook if you're interested in discussing any of the guys or coming to see them in person. Find him on Twitter at firstnamecook. At firstnamecook. You can follow the program Hawks B-Ball.
Yep.
Hawks B-Ball.
All our social media for athletics is going to be pretty similar. So the boys basketball, Hawks B-Ball, Hawks Sports for the athletics page, Hawks B-Ball for volleyball. I'm drawing a blank on girls basketball right now. But yeah, it's going to be very similar. Hawks, make it easy to find.
Here's the drive, fires, and the male coming after the whistle. Calls on Kovachich, the hold there. Sending Richards to the line. You just kick your water?
Yeah, they walk through.
2 points separating these two.
Hurry up.
And now it's just a 1 point game as Showdown started off trailing 11-0 back in the first quarter. They went on a 14-6 run, and as time expires on the third quarter, a highlight reel bucket for Kamai. The three bomb, that's unbelievable.
Wow. Kamai Samuels said, I am turning it up.
Please tell me these guys are going to officiate all these games.
Yeah.
You guys are fun. I'm glad you're going to be here. We got to mic up the refs.
Some of the best officials in the country. So grateful for these guys coming out. There we go. It's almost basketball. So he's excited. This is getting his juices flowing.
Is this a good warm-up for you? Good warm-up?
This is shaping up to be one of the best teams since I've been here. Absolutely.
Yeah, I can see it.
We run up and down the floor. That'll help.
I can imagine the feeling he had just a couple hours ago when he walked in here and saw this new team for the first time, because I walked in practice 2 weeks ago, Tony, to meet with you and talk about this year, and I mean, my jaw just about hit the floor. The height you've added, the physical ability of some of these guys that are newcomers. And then one thing I stressed on, I think I might have touched on it in this third broadcast as well, but earlier in the night I talked about Bosah. You and I talked about him in the first half and how old he is and the development of guys like that. I mean, it's leaps and bounds. A whole different athlete. I mean, he's incredibly athletic.
So, every year we're going to have a mix of guys, and it's really cool to see everyone's development. But obviously being able to get some upperclassmen in that are, talented, that just maybe their recruiting hasn't gone the way that they've wanted. They need some more exposure. They come here, to help get themselves out there and help, find a way to get a college scholarship and go to school for free. But man, it is really special, those young guys that come here young and you see them raw and they just develop over the years. They're a little bit extra special.
Habeeb Yusuf just a second ago cut a 5-point run by Shodem, or by 514 rather, 514 Elite. Shodem cuts it. This is 514 from the corner, one of the long ball, it's off the mark. One of Coach Cook's favorites getting the board right there. Lovro Parich, the senior. Richards, that one kisses off the close side of the iron. Remains a 4-point game, 8.5 left to play. Parich, a senior forward, 6'4", he's from Croatia. Munyika beyond the arc, quick pass, intercepted. What a beautiful feed and a jam finish by Kovachich. He's just been such a highlight reel tonight on his own. It's almost par for the course at this point. You almost expect it.
I know it. Take another look at that. Take another look at that fast break, that dunk. He's aggressive on defense. He's all over the court. We saw him have 4 or 5 quick assists earlier in the first game. He can score. Like, he really can do it all. He's one of those guys that super talented that just, sometimes there's just more kids than there are coaches, and sometimes these kids fall through the cracks, and we're so happy that we were put in contact with Kevin and that we have the opportunity to give him an opportunity to showcase his amazing skills. He's had coaches in the building these last 2 weeks just constantly. It seemed like every day in practice somebody's in to see Kevin. And it's so rewarding because he deserves it. You see the way he plays. He deserves it. He plays the right way.
Well, I know, so Chattanooga came to practice, right? And then Tennessee State.
Chattanooga,
North
TSU,
Alabama's here
North
somewhere.
Alabama.
I just saw him a second ago.
Yep, we've had some coaches from as far out as Southern Utah, and their University of Florida was in a few days ago. It's just, that's kind of seeing those guys come in and take a look at our guys and give them some love is one of the most rewarding parts of the job.
Chitobo's got the hookup on the loose ball there. Skeeter's past us, he'll grab it. Six minutes left to play, 43-39. Still just 4 points separating these two.
I thought this one was going to be a snooze fest. It's turned into a matchup here.
Seemed like it for the first few minutes. Kovachich wanted it all. This is TJ Richards. Richards in transition drops it in. What a ball. That's why he's getting a tryout for the Canadian national team.
It's almost a guarantee. That mid-range is almost a guarantee for TJ. From well, a heat check. Trying to see if he still got it from earlier. He's been a little quiet. Trying to get him back involved.
Remwell on the elbow, passes it away and took a step. halfway through this final quarter. And you're right, it's a great one. 2 points separating them. Barn burner here on night one of the Hawks Gauntlet in Game 3. 5-1-4 holding a narrow lead. Now, they haven't trailed yet. First will go for Richards. Second will go as well. We're tied. 43-43.
That's at least the second set of free throws in these last two games that have been shot because of delay of game. Just some discipline things. Got to clean that up.
Munyika with a move into the lane. Basketball is loose. 5-1-4 has it in the corner and the travel.
The pressure, they trapped him in that corner. Got to take care of the ball over there.
Great pressure made it really difficult to do anything with the ball. 4 minutes left now and another foul.
That showed them his first lead of the game, isn't it?
It is. 44-43, 3 minutes, 45 seconds left, and now they extend it to 2 points, 45-43. Coming to the offensive end is Kamai Samuels.
I'm going to let you talk for a minute or so with Tana Becker. She's from Canada. She just joined us a month or so ago to come help our girls basketball program out, and so we're excited to have her, and I'm gonna let you talk to her for just a minute.
Here's the hook shot for TJ Richards, and not only in the lead for the first time tonight, but they extend it to a 4-point lead. Well, hello.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us in the late stages of this barn burner here in Chattanooga. So you're from Canada. What part of Canada are you from?
Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Okay, from Winnipeg. That's a long way out there.
Yes.
Now, did you fly here? You didn't drive, did you?
No, definitely not. It was a flight.
Did you fly right into Chattanooga?
Atlanta and then Atlanta, Chattanooga.
Cool. I like the Atlanta airport. Do you get to go home a lot, or?
Probably not. The flight's a little bit difficult, so I'll be here for most of the year.
How many hours was the flight?
I think the first leg's about 4, and then the next is about an hour. So only like 5 hours.
That's not that bad. For some reason, I thought that'd be a much longer flight up there to
It seems
Manitoba.
like it, but it's pretty quick.
That's not brutal at all. Great layup down low. 2:25 left. It's 49-43. Here comes 5-1-4. So, Tana, you just joined the program here. What do you think so far, and do you like Chattanooga?
I like Chattanooga. It's very hot. Winnipeg's cold, so it's so nice here. And so far, I'm enjoying the program and my coach and the training. It's been pretty good so far.
So I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Adrian, Michigan, Stockbridge, Michigan, which is kind of Toronto, how far north it is. It's about that far north.
Okay.
So I know the cold. And when January comes, you can send Snapchats to all your friends of how hot it is here. It'll be about 70 degrees in January.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's great.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's great. It's not quite Florida, but that's a good thing. Like, we don't want it to be 95, right? So what position do you play, and how have you fit into the program so far? Are you having fun?
I am definitely having fun. I love the team. I love the girls, and I also love the coach, so it's been good. I'm like a 3, a wing. So I'm trying to kind of get into the 2 more, but mostly I stay outside on the 3.
Okay, so you guys don't play till November. Could you play today, like if you had to play right now?
Yes.
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 I love the confidence.
I want to get started.
I know. I could see there's no hesitation there.
Yes.
During this timeout, Tana, give 30 seconds. Just talk about your game and just give a little bit of a synopsis about yourself so that people at home can learn a little bit about you.
I'm very long, so I like to use that to my advantage. I really like defense and getting up and playing fast and using defense to create advantages on offense. A little bit of a ball handler, getting into it, and I just like fast-paced basketball, so I'm excited. Hopefully that'll be our team this year.
Who's your favorite college basketball player right now?
Ooh. I'm going to have to say my friend Tasia. She's at Fresno State this year, and I'm really looking forward to see her play.
Very cool. All time.
Haley Jones.
Haley Jones. That's an electric
my idol.
choice. She was a splashy player.
Yes, I wanted my game to kind of transition into hers. So.
Habeeb Yusuf slaps the backboard on the way down. A mind-boggling jam. With 90 seconds left, Lee pulls up. This is an air ball. Here comes Showdown. They lead and they extend it. So they've gone from trailing by 11 in the first. 11-0 was the score to start this game. They stormed back with a 14-3 run. Now they're on top by 10 with 70 seconds left. 5-1-4. This is probably their last chance. The three ball is drained from downtown. Kamai keeping them in it. 9 points separate these two, 60 seconds left. Tana, what do you think? Is pressure your situation?
What was that?
I just said, is pressure your situation? Do you do pressure situations?
In games, yes. Watching it, I'm like, what's going to happen next?
Well, thanks for being with me. Best of luck this season, and I'm looking forward to seeing you play.
Thank you. It was nice talking.
Thank you.
Just under 1 minute left, 49 seconds on the clock. It's 53-46. Long ball, close side. This is Munyika. She's going to be great, isn't she?
Oh, yeah. Just watching her in the gym, she can shoot the lights out. Our girls' team is going to be very, very talented this year. Very, very excited about those girls.
I know you guys are going to pull. I just can feel it. There's going to be a women's player in this program that's just nuts.
Yeah, we've got so we're really excited this year. Specifically, Camila Cardozo. She plays at University of South Carolina. This is her senior year, and she's a projected top 5 WNBA draft pick. We're really excited about that. And we've got a long history with our basketball programs. We've got we've as far as high school accolades, our girls basketball program has beat out our boys in a lot of ways. They've been 4 times to Geico National Championship, 4 McDonald's All-Americans, just tons of kids playing Division I basketball, playing for their national teams. Like I said, Camilla anticipating having a great year at South Carolina, finishing out there, getting drafted to the WNBA. So we've got a rich history, and hopefully some girls like Evie and Tana. Got a really, really good point guard from France. Just got here a few weeks ago. Aisi. We've got really shaping up to be a really, really good squad on that girls' side.
53-46. Showdown looking to extend their lead with 23.5 seconds left. That's a great program in South Carolina. I've seen her play a few times. I've been keeping tabs on them for years. They've been number 1 basically forever now, it feels like. My first big assignment as an announcer was following what's the name of the school? Toledo Start? Does that sound right? Zaya Cook played in Toledo, Ohio, and I followed them on Buckeye Cable Sports Network all the way to the state championship 2 years in a row. We had a lot of fun following Zaya Cook. It was crazy. They would sell out gyms. There'd be 4,000 people there for girls high school basketball in the state of Ohio to see Zaya Cook play.
It's so exciting to see girls athletics in general thriving. Watched a few months ago, watched Nebraska's volleyball team sell out their football stadium. 10 years of sellouts. They've had it's great to see girls and women's athletics thriving. They deserve it. There's so much talent, and they deserve the accolades and the notoriety.
It really feels like the growth picked up 15 years ago, and we've kind of almost reached, where we're going. I mean, it's almost on the level it should be, and it feels good. Feels like we have a lot more options as fans of sports now, just from the inclusion. Yeah,
it makes everything, from my perspective, in my role, it makes everything, it just feels better. After COVID, we shut our girls program down, so we just, Coach Cook's first year, he was put behind the 8 ball immediately 7 seconds here.
Great turnover, pass back door, swatted away. Shodem regathers. Bosah Onwuta to Munyika, and he jams it as time expires.
Yeah, so Coach Cook was put behind the 8 ball a few years ago. Having come in off of COVID, having our girls program shut down, and it feels really good having girls basketball and girls volleyball, having a good equal mix of boys and girls, even at the school. It just makes everything feel better. So, equality, I'm all for it.
I'm excited to see the program play this year. Lots of great athletes on that roster as well. Big win here in Game 3, Night 1 of the Hawks Gauntlet for Shodem, coming from behind a 14-3 run to erase what was an 11-0 deficit way back in the first quarter. For Hamilton Heights Christian Academy, the Hawks, our entire crew, Tony Williams, I'm Gabriel Schray saying so long from Chattanooga, Tennessee. A 4-point win for Shodem over 514 Elite in Game 3. This has been Prep Basketball. All games and events airing on our networks are broadcast live in our copyright material. This has been a presentation of Hamilton Heights.